Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 15. And we are here on Volksholm Second Edition. So I haven't quite got everything sorted out here yet on our new map, but I have done a few things. We've got a couple of strawberry greenhouses and an orchard going on up here, seeing as they changed the field layout. We would take advantage of having that big grassy area. There's another huge chunk of grass right down by the fields that we own, so I thought we could give this up for an orchard. So yeah, we will be doing apple mod, i.e. ROS mod, whatever you want to call it. I've also got some universal process kit goodies happening here and there. Got a couple of chic and egg incubators. Always did like these. These were one of my faves in FS13. I have one cow breeder, one sheep breeder. We have the biodiesel plant installed. We have the juice factory installed. Here's our sheep and our calf breeders. Or lamb and calf, I guess that would be a little more proper. And at the moment, well, we're going to go and jump in our class here with our beautiful Crosetta trailer, whoops, which we're suddenly inside of, and go down and see what our harvester is up to. Now, this is one little thing with this tractor is that the, well, there's a couple. One, see that kind of orange square there? I have a feeling that's supposed to be lined up and it's actually supposed to be a digital readout. I could be wrong. The other thing is the mirrors don't work on this tractor, and that's okay. As far as I know, I'm pretty much alone and don't expect people to be overtaking me. And when you get out on the road, it doesn't really matter because the AI traffic in 2015 is well nigh invulnerable, aren't they? Yes. In fact, they can come up and shove you right off the highway if they don't like your looks. So here we are. This is going to be the harvester we're going to start with. It is, of course, a Class Lexion 780. I'm sorry, it's the 560, isn't it? Yes, it is. I get fooled sometimes by the fancy tread work. But yeah, it is our 560 TerraTrack. So, let's hop in. Shall we? There we go. Alright, I'm not sure why I'm bouncing up and down like that. That's scary. Not sure at all. Is it actually this thing that's bouncing up and down? No? Alright, well, apparently I need to adjust my seat suspension. Okay, that's really weird. Oh well, leave it to me. Okay, let's unfold the head here. Maybe that'll mellow them out a little bit. That's really weird. Because it's not actually doing anything. I don't seem to be bouncing up. And oh, that's pretty cool animation on that head though. I gotta like that. Well, let's lower it down. Nice. Okay. I suppose we should open up the harvester before the game decides to go, hey, open up the harvester, dude. So, again, really nice. This is a decent little mod, I've got to say. And there we go, and pipe up. Great animations, great animations. That's a horrible place for your exhaust. Alrighty, let's start her up. Do we have straw? Because we do want straw. We do have straw. That's beautiful. So, let's bring this up. Let's bring this up. And let's have a look here. Needs a little fattening, huh? So, working with. Let's plus that up a tiny bit. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yes, indeed. Alright. Let's put that in there. And we're off. I said I really do like this GPS. It allows me to do something I'm not so great at in real life. Well, not in real life, sorry. In this game, and that's drive in a straight line. Yeah, that's for some reason just an issue. Oh well. So far the map seems to be working well. I haven't had any issues. Unlike the new Hagenstadt map we're playing, I was able to place items from ROS, UPK, Apple, all of those guys, which is pretty cool. And, you know, didn't mind that at all. So we will be, of course, exploring all of those things. The doors. I did eventually get the doors to work on the pig and calf fattening facilities. The issue was not that I didn't have the trigger. The issue was, in fact, that there was another map involved. So what I have done is, in fact, okay, you did not turn. Why did you not turn? Yeah, once I separated my mod folders so that I only had one map per folder, oddly enough, things turned out really well. So far, no issues. It is, of course, a little bit of a pain in the bum to keep swapping mods and such over, but, you know, these are the things that we do. Alright, get on that one. Now, alright, that's what I was afraid of. Oh no, he seems to be doing alright. My apologies. I thought I'd misjudged the width a little bit, but looks like we've just barely got it. I might adjust that a little bit at the end of this row. And as you can see, of course, the results are not that great because this was, of course, a stock field, unfertilized and untouched. We will hopefully get to do a little bit of everything on this map. It is still an awesome, awesome map. The rebuilds on it are really cool. You can see off in the distance there. There, in fact, is our biodiesel plant. There used to be a kind of odd-shaped little field there. Converting the whole thing over to grass, well, that was kind of a help because, like I said, I now have the the auto diesel, or the biodiesel. Sorry. Alright, and there's my GPS letting me know that, hey, you might want to consider turning around. So I'm not sure why. The auto turn does not seem to be working. Yeah, I don't know. Worked on pretty much everything else I've tried. Like I said, I'm not 100% on this thing yet. Let's get her over to the proper row. Get her lined up. And away we go. Whee! Yes, indeed. I said, gotta love this GPS thing. At least it takes me in a straight line. I'd either be undercutting or overcutting here by a whole bunch. Looks like we're going to at least fit this field in here, doesn't it? Alrighty. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm kind of contemplating, and some comments would really help me in this contemplation about whether I really want to carry on with the Hagenstadt 2015. As I say, there does seem to be issues. Nothing major. The map works fine as is. My issues, of course, is adding all the fun little toys that I like to play with, like the mods I mentioned earlier. Oh, excuse me. It's still early morning here, and you know how it is with having to have your morning cup of coffee. I want to drink it before she gets cold. But the other thing I kind of wonder about is that the mod does seem to have an excessively large file. This map, for instance, which is certainly as large as the Hagenstadt map, is 383 megs, and it is larger than Baldacchino. The Hagenstadt map is over 500 megs, and I really don't know why. Like, I can't figure out what the reasoning for that would be in particular. We're still kind of bobbing up and down, aren't we? And that sort of worries me. Extra large files. It's like when you go to a mod site and you see a cool tractor and you go to the download and it's 65 megs. And you're thinking, well, what the heck? You know, why is this so big? You know, when I've got other things that have a heck of a lot more going on, you know, other tractors that have more features or have more scripts in them. I know scripts are small, but, you know, that are nicely detailed, doors open, all that stuff happens, and they're a third the size. And generally those 65 meg tractors, you download them, and they're the ones that when you turn around to look at them, your frame rate drops from, you know, a good 50, 60 to 10 or 12. And I'm thinking it's probably the texturing. And it kind of makes me wonder, are we looking at the same thing on the Hagenstat now? It doesn't seem to run particularly slow or glitchy, but by the same token, like I said, it's a huge, huge file, and I don't know why. I really don't. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to pile this entire field into this harvester without too much effort here. Yeah, as I say, it's just that tractor that doesn't have working mirrors. It's not a matter of the map or whatever. That's, again, on Hagenstat. Sometimes I log in, my tractor mirrors work. Sometimes I log in, they don't. It's kind of weird. But as you can see, we do obviously have working mirrors on this particular piece of gear, so that's kind of cool. We will have some new and neat mods to look at during this particular Let's Play, including a John Deere skidder, which I'm kind of excited about because I have actually driven skidders in real life, and they are quite an awesome machine. You can go pretty much anywhere in the bush with them, and they're tough. Oof, tough as nails. And it feels like it when you drive it. You know, it's one of those things here. I'm invincible, it seems to spring to mind. Yeah, this thing's got the turning radius of a small moon. We're back online. Love that GPS, man. Say, really odd. Normally the auto turn function works for me. I may have disabled and or turned it off in some form or another. That's of course always a possibility. But we shall see. Well, yeah, we are going to get these two fields off of here. I believe we do own one more, actually. Kind of down in the... where are we here? We've got these two, which we do own. Here we are, field 33, which is a little ways from here. And what do we got growing in it? We have wheat. That's very nice. So barley, canola, and wheat. Fairly typical first crop starters, one of each sort of thing, without having to worry about having $500,000 harvesters kicking around just simply for one crop, i.e. beet harvester, potato harvesters, that sort of thing. No mixing station this time, but I don't know that I'm going to go bales either. I think what I'm going to be using is that awesome little Coom unit there that sort of does everything, the self-propelled mixing wagon, or mixer. Yeah, neat little unit, and I don't think I've actually used it since well, probably early in FS13. So, we will, however, if you'd like to see some baling done, I suppose we can do some of that. In fact, I do have the bale extension installed, I believe, so there might be a plan to at least try a little bit of baling. But, we'll see how that goes as we progress. I think we'll probably have a few things to keep us busy in the meantime. And lines are up and tags are down. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna fill this guy to about 50% by the time we're done this field, I think. We're sitting at 41 now. Well, maybe 60%. Probably not much beyond that. And there's our barley field over there, so at least we will get some straw. Showed you guys around the main farm the last time up, and as you can see there were some really cool changes, and we will certainly get to how to deal with all of them. And hopefully with some bit of success, we will get the the pickled seeds, as they've been referred to, and that kind of thing underway as well. And of course there's this whole compost master, so we will be dealing with him. You're going, oh no, this whole episode's going to be harvesting. Well, it's kind of one of those things when you end up starting on a new map for whatever reason. Although after, this is what, our 7th version of this map, I'd almost not really be able to call it new, would I? But yeah, once you get that far, you're sort of kind of stuck with ooh, is this one gonna make a cut? Oh, there we go, barely. And not barley, but barely. So at least we don't seem to be bouncing up and down as bad as we were. That's always good. And we definitely got a little extra cutting width on this thing. Although it seems only the one side, and the other side is dead even. And this side seems to be able to pick up that's got to be almost a meter of wheat sticking out the side, or canola sticking out the side. So, very cool. And you can kind of see the trails from the, well, what would be an actual straw trail, I guess, if we produce straw. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool indeed. And are we actually going to manage all this? It just seems like that's quite the overcut on the one side, eh? Get her turned around. One thing with this harvester, and this is from, I believe LS15 is where I picked it up, or Mod Hoster. I should say, I think I picked it up on Mod Hoster. The one thing with it, if you don't use 4-wheel drive, like you don't engage the 4-wheel drive, i.e. shift 4, when you've got the drive control, she'll spin those treads to the point that if it was real life, you'd likely burn them out and break them off. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have a whole, it catches up, but starting off the line, you gotta be real careful, or you will spin your treads like crazy. So, tracks, I guess we should call them, not treads, as tires also have treads. So there you go, but that's about the end of that one. Not a huge field, but it's still taking us a fair amount of time to harvest it, isn't it? It is a darn good looking model though, eh? I really like the updated graphics on FS13. As much as I did like FS15, I should say, as much as I did like FS13 and everything that went on with it, things were comparatively just a little blurry. And believe me, it wasn't my eyes, because it's not like they get better. If anything, everything's blurry now. And I don't think we need our critter HUD up. Well, we got a few more rows here. This is actually, I think, the largest of the 2 fields. And as you can see, we've got our Class R in sitting over there with our Crosetta trailer waiting for us. Both very nice mods. Well, other than not working windows, of course, but nobody really minds. loaded. And why are we still at ×5? I always forget when I start up on a map, and I don't know why the time is set at ×5. Maybe that's the way you're supposed to play this. Maybe that's why Giants defaulted to X5. Don't know. But there are gold coins on this map, and they don't seem to be in all the same places as they were, although of course there's some big changes on the map, which have kind of changed a lot of the places. So there's gold coins, there are missions, and we will likely do a little of both of those, of course. Not that the gold coins is exactly an active activity, it's sort of drive past one, jump out of your cab, scoop it up, and go from there. Alright. Well, I think, guys, that this is probably a reasonable place to end the episode. Like I said, we're not going to quite fill this guy up, but we will get close. And what I'm likely going to do off camera between episodes is sort the rest of the gear, i.e. put it all away where it goes, and then we'll carry on with the actual farming right here where we left off. I will probably let this guy run this field out, but then we'll leave him sitting, and next time around we'll empty him out, get the other field done, and probably have a look at some of the gear that we're going to be starting out with. But until then, please feel free to leave comments, guys. It really makes my day, and it also gives me a little bit of direction, which is something, well, all of us YouTubers can certainly use. So, till next time, hit that like button, please comment, subscribe, all that happiness. This has been Species 7 for the Volksholm Second Edition and Farm Sim 15. Take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now.